Right, I'm live again. It's like 6:45 p.m. and I'm at the bar restaurant that I very first came to when I first got here, where I had mentioned like my credit card works here. Because it's like my last night here. I leave tomorrow, so I'm getting low on cash. I left enough in my room to get breakfast tomorrow, and then I went out to the rooftop bar. That's like my favorite place here. I'm gonna make a video on it. And I had a drink up there, and I had a $200,000 bill, which is like $8. And I thought, in Asia, that's a bunch of drinks, right? Especially beers. But so I go up to the rooftop, and I ordered a Jameson and soda water, and it's like in a tall glass, and I could tell that the shot thing they used was like the funnel with the other funnel. But they were using the bigger one, so it was probably 1.5 ounces. And I'm drinking it, and then it's almost done, and I ask her, how much is it? Because I'm trying to gauge, can I get another one? And the one is 190,000. Almost everything I have. That's like, that's like 750. In Asia, that's a lot. I think the beers are only $2. So I should have got like 2 Tiger beers, and I would have had $4 left. I could have went to the convenience store and grabbed a bunch of snacks later. Now that 200K bill is. And then she went to give me 10,000 back, and I just said, just keep it. 10,000 is like 40 cents. I was like, sorry, that's so little, but I'm leaving tomorrow. You can just have it. And so I came to Waikiki restaurant bar, and I'm getting I was like, I want to get a fried rice. I've been, since the morning I woke up, I had like stomach issues this whole trip. I've just been ignoring it and making videos, and it's been getting a lot better like every day, and so I'm pretty much normal now. But rice is something that's really good to fill your stomach up, so I'm getting a fried rice. But they had a special one where they bring it to you in like half a pineapple, a cross section of a pineapple, and they fill it with fried rice and there's shrimps on top. And it's like 159,000, so that's, what's that, like $6? But here they have tax and service charge. It's gonna end up being like $8, and then I got a soda water. This whole thing might be like $10. But I know they take my credit card here. And this place has live music every night. I did a short of this crazy walking street, if you look at my shorts. And in that short, I walked into this place and there was a band playing. There's the stage. And the time I was here before, she was like, come tonight, there's a band. And I was like, tonight? And she starts going, night, every night. And if you're just stumbling upon my channel now, I'm a YouTuber and I live in Cambodia, Phnom Penh, but I'm visiting Ho Chi Minh right now for 4 days. I leave tomorrow. And I'm an English teacher, and I did a special in the country course, and I always like try to tell people about it if they're trying to wonder how can I do that too, like, and they're looking out there like what program is actually good and all that stuff. And the one I talk about is government accredited, and they line you up with a job. I put a link in the description. You can go look at the website yourself. People complain I talk about it too much, but it's like 10-20 seconds, and then you get to see all this stuff. Some people are trying to find out this stuff, so I gotta be there to help them. And if you have questions about living abroad or in Asia, especially Cambodia, I've been living there for like over 2 years now. And then Vietnam is similar. I've been to Hanoi last year, and now I'm in Ho Chi Minh for 4 days, so I can talk a little bit about Vietnam. But the teacher thing, if you want to be a teacher in Vietnam, to get a work permit, you have to have a degree. And that's why I'm in Cambodia. I don't have a degree. So if you have a degree, you should come to Vietnam, because it's awesome. And you make more money as a teacher here too. And like food is cheaper, and it's more well developed. And like, Cambodia has its own thing though that's like close to my heart. I love Cambodia a lot. But like just on the surface and like day-to-day life, there's a lot of really good things about Vietnam. Like you can use debit and credit card everywhere, just like in the West. And in Cambodia, it's only the more well-established places you can do that. And it's kind of like Cambodia, but 10 years in the future. That's what Vietnam is like. Cambodia is going to get there, but it's moving faster and faster every day. But great, this video is going to get flagged. I got Sean Paul heating things up in the background on the ones and twos. Where are you watching from? Everybody put a comment. What country are you in, or what state? If you're in the U.S. or where are you? Want to see this place instead of my mug? This is on the famous, I might be saying it wrong, it's the famous Bun Vien walking street. If you try to type that in, I'm sure then the right thing will come up. It's a crazy party street, and there's a couple sports bars along here. Sometimes people have asked me that about Cambodia, where are the sports bars? So they can watch certain big games that are on, like with football or basketball and stuff. And there's two actually on the street with huge screens and big inside. And Nick, Phnom Penh, right outside the Russian market. Oh yeah, you're. I was reading that like you're a brand new person. Nick has been watching my videos for a while and participating in the streams. Good to have you, bro. Unless you're a new Nick. Are you the Nick I'm thinking you are? I ordered a fried rice that comes inside of a pineapple, like a cross section of a pineapple, and they hollow it out and then fill it with fried rice. That's what's coming. I've had it's pretty much gone now. I've had stomach problems since the morning I left, which is just annoying when I was trying to come here and be very productive. I still was. I had ideas for 2 other videos that I didn't do, but other than that, I've been doing everything, so I've been pretty productive. I was going to go to the zoo, that was the thing. But I read about it, I said this earlier in another thing, but I read about the zoo, and it's like everyone's complaining in the reviews that it's horrible conditions for the animals and don't support that place, and it's so hot, and the sun is so powerful you can't be out in the middle of the day like that. And that was going to be one other video I didn't do, and then how I was going to get there is call a Grab, but they don't have tuk-tuks here. A motorbike driver shows up and hands you a helmet, and then you just get on the back of his motorcycle and they go. And I was going to have my camera on and get on the motorcycle and film my way to the zoo, and that would be one video, and then at the zoo another video, but just with my gut. And I was doing ones in the morning and going back to the hotel room and charging everything and laying down for a bit and and hydrating, and then the zoo and the thing, and I didn't get around to the zoo. But I've made about, I forget now, I've lost count, I've made about 7 videos, I think. I haven't edited it, but I've filmed all the footage to make a video 8 times. And then breakfast tomorrow, I'm going to definitely do another one. So I'm going to probably come back with 9 videos that I have to edit and put up. It's cool to see you in Vietnam. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, Nick, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's great. It would be better to come with friends, but this was a working trip, videos. If you come with friends, you have to go along with everyone else's schedule and stuff. But a buddy of mine that plays drums, it's okay, yeah. Awesome. a buddy of mine that plays drums, Matt, he was saying, oh, I want to go to Vietnam, but he works full time. So like when there's a holiday and time off, we might come back again. And then in the videos, I have like a buddy, and we'll probably do more of those things that are like trips. Like you go visit a place, we can go in the war tunnel, like underground foxhole and in the tunnels and stuff. I didn't do any of the tourist stuff, so when I come back with friends, then maybe we'll do more of the little trips, and then that'll be different videos. I was getting like my first impression here. I was getting like banh mi sandwich. I showed my hotel. I showed how to take the bus here. I talked about the money here and how you can pay for things and what's the currency like. I forget all the ones I did now. Nick says, dude, the zoo in Cambodia was horrible. It's the only gripe I have so far. It was legit a golden retriever locked in a cage, as if it was a tiger or lion. Well, this zoo has like really good animals, but they're in, apparently it's atrocious conditions. I looked at pictures, there's elephants, peacocks, and there's a couple of good reviews of people that they don't really care about what the cages look like, but they just were like, so many exotic animals, it was amazing, and it only costs like $3 to go in. So some people had good reviews, like the animals, there's so many like crazy animals there for only $3, but one review said that there was a bunch of kids throwing rocks and sticks at the animals, and the parents were kind of laughing and not even telling them to stop, and these animal lovers were leaving like really bad reviews. Anyways, let's check out this awesome meal I just got here. It's a fried rice inside a pineapple. Maybe I'll move this crap back here and then we can see better maybe. There. Just a couple of shrimps on top. Oh my god. That is a really good little shrimp. Holy cow. That made me, you know, you take a bite and time stops for a second? Like those videos of a baby trying some really good food for the first time in their face. I just had that with this shrimp. I think it was grilled. And I think the face melt was, it's like very perfectly seasoned. Like, that's what Ramsay would say. There's no seasoning, you donut. It's raw. Yeah, I'm not sure yet if it's shrimp fried rice. Like it might just be 2 shrimps on top and then fried rice. We'll see when I dig in. Actually, I'm just poking in and I can see a small piece of shrimp, so I think it is shrimp fried rice and a pineapple. Sharp Slaw, yo, hey Tom, from Southern USA. Yeah, I recognize you. You've been in like at least, I can't even, probably, you go way back. I think you gave me a really strong donation one time. I really still appreciate you. Yeah, I was gonna say, you've been in like 5 or 6, it's more like 15. Like you've been in a lot of my live streams. Yeah, I just lifted this shrimp up and there's shrimp all in there. It's a shrimpy fried rice for sure. That makes me happy because that first shrimp was insane. I'm really hungry too, so that makes you like, oh man. I might have had shrimp this good before, but it's not all every day. Like, oh man. I think it's because it's rare that, I don't know why, but it's rare that I would eat a barbecued shrimp. Right? Think about it. It's always like a shrimp tempura or a shrimp ring, which is like boiled shrimp, or on top of a nigiri sushi that's boiled. It's like, you probably mostly have it boiled, and sometimes, or in a pasta, it's like boiled. when am I going home and eating a barbecued shrimp every day? Like I never get them. That's why it's so awesome. I should get a tiny electric barbecue and get some shrimps at the market and throw like 4 giant ones on there. And there's shrimps that are like big blue ones, and then when you cook them, they go pink, and it's like you're holding a lobster. Yeah, you go way back. I know. This is the time for my morning coffee and YouTube watching. Oh yeah, cool. It's probably like 7 or 8 a.m. Nice. I like to eat fried rice with a spoon too. And sometimes they only give you a fork. Man, it's really good. There's tiny diced up pieces of pineapple in the rice too. Sweet treat. And that almost tastes barbecue too. Yeah, you can see the seasoning. That's why they really did an amazing seasoning job. I can see pepper and like, oh man. This is the best meal I had here.
Oh,
hey.
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Yeah, it's pineapple fried rice.
Right.
Actually, it's shrimp fried rice in a pineapple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we just eat here?
You want something like that? That's niche then.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I was talking to you guys. I was like, this is the best meal I've ever had. And these people walking in were gonna nicely ask me, hey, is the food good here? But I said that before they could ask me. Caught me off guard a little bit. This is really good. You know, sometimes you take a few bites and then right away you're looking for the soy sauce because you need some saltiness. This is like, again, the seasoning. Right on. So you guys got questions about teaching? If you want to look into what I did, there's a link in the description to the TESOL course. They help advise you on visas and how to get here, and it's government accredited, and then they line you up with jobs, the job opportunities after. It's really hitting the spot. I went to McDonald's earlier. I did a live stream earlier today. And in Cambodia, there's no McDonald's. So I haven't eaten McDonald's or been inside a McDonald's in 2.5 years. And I had a Big Mac combo, and I was asking you in the live, like, how much does this cost where you're watching from? If you guys are watching, maybe guess right now, guess how much, we'll just say in US dollars, because I know you probably don't know dong here, but how much US dollars do you think a Big Mac combo costs at McDonald's here? Guess, and then I'll tell you. Nice. Sharp Law says headed over to Southeast Asia in May. He's going to see Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, Siem Reap, and Phnom Penh. Yeah, that's the. Those are the spots you got to see. Yeah. Fleck, $4. I'm not going to answer yet. Sharp Law, 399,000 dong. No, it was 99,000. which is like $3.95 or something. Basically $4. I was wondering to myself after, like that seems to be too cheap. Like, what if I had no idea and I walked in on like, oh, it's Big Mac Tuesdays or something. Like, what if it was some special day and where like once a year a Big Mac is that cheap and I just walk in and ask for a Big Mac. But I didn't see any signs like that. And they had, you could see in the live, I showed the menu, they have chicken and rice. They don't have that in Canada. I didn't try it. Flex says he likes the rice dishes from McDonald's in Asia. I had to get a Big Mac. That's the classic thing, right? The other thing I'd be happy with, like imagine if they said, oh, we ran out of Big Macs, which doesn't make sense, but then you would get a quarter pounder with cheese. That's the other classic thing. Or double quarter pounder. When I was a kid, they used to have pizza at McDonald's. Sharp sauces. How do you like Vietnam versus Cambodia? It's hard to, when you just go to a new place for just 2 days, you're like, you like your first place better because you feel more like at home where you came from. But like if you look at all the day-to-day life things, and it's just more developed here, and there's like sidewalks to walk on, and like you can pay debit and credit card for a lot of things here. Food and things in the convenience store are cheaper. This place I'm at right now is not an example of that. This is like, I'm right in the center of the tourist money grab area, but the food is really good, so it's, you know, I don't mind this. So I think total it's going to be like $8 or $9, all this stuff, like this rice and a drink. It's not like $1 million. But like if I went and got a pho, it would be like $2. Oh yeah, I don't need it, yeah. It's okay, yeah. It's like Vietnam is better, but I have a really special place in my heart for Cambodia, that I love Cambodia. So I'm sure if I lived here for 6 months, then I'd be like, oh, I can't imagine going back, or you know what I mean? You'd get used to it more here. And again, I'm always by myself. I always go places alone. I'm like introverted. I'm like, I struggle in social situations sometimes. If someone talks to me, I'm fine, but I'm standing there silent unless someone talks to me. And so I kind of just threw myself into the thick of things here in the most busy place. So I'm walking around like, you feel it. I'm getting lost, or I have anxiety, or I don't know the money, and I'm like, oh, what should I do? And I'm trying to make videos, and then someone says, oh, do you love it there more than Cambodia? And I'm like, I'm still in the learning curve. Yeah, I don't need it. Yeah, worth a lot. Flex says, on my way to work, 1 more month if saving money for my big move over. I'm gonna make a video to shout out all the Cambo content creators who helped me through the process. Watch for that. Yeah, when you post it, I'll tell people to watch it. Yeah, good luck.
Estás escuchando un mix de colección de DJ aquí.
I was gonna make like tonight I was gonna film a video, but just like I said, I've been feeling worn out this whole time, and then I started to feel hungry, and I'm like, okay, I'll go get a fried rice that'll help my stomach, and then I might as well go live, like do another live. Thanks, man. Right, it'll just be like, I'll start getting notifications. So Fleck is asking, will the music in the background be a problem for YouTube when this video posts up? And within a few hours, I'll start getting notifications like, you know, it's like an AI that just detects songs in the background. It just says, oh, we've noticed this song, and this, for each song that happens, I'll get a notification. It's been flagged for this one, and 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 this one. And then there's a little green $sign that shows it's monetized, and it turns red. It turns red with a line through it, like, no, you can't. So it becomes demonetized, yeah. Oh, the pho is insane. It's like you take a sip and you freeze for a second because you're in like, the broth is like, takes you to another world. And then even the noodle, like just you grab some white noodle from inside the soup and lift it up with chopsticks and take a whole thing of noodle. And it's just rice noodle, but I mean in Cambodia you get pho and it's like, it's not exactly the right cut, the shape or the cut of the noodle. Like it's not the right noodle. It's like it's probably just a cheap rice noodle or something. I don't know. Because I'm eating the broth, and I go grab some noodles, and I'm like, even the noodles are good. Like, and the beef is better. Like, yeah, it's like this depth. It's a depth of flavor in the broth that you can't describe even. It takes like 5 seconds for the whole experience to be over. It's like you start tasting it, and then it tastes like something else, and then you squirt lime on top, and then you can taste lime, and then you can taste like, I don't know, man. I think in the back, a granny takes like 3 days to make the broth because it's simmering, and the bones and like, it's phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. Sharp Slaw says he makes a delicious ramen from scratch. That's tough to do. I look at it like it's a hassle to get all the little ingredients. Like the one I like is called tonkatsu ramen. And sometimes they just have a couple scrapings of like pickled ginger laying on the middle, like, and I have to go buy a whole block of that just to get a couple of shavings, like. And like the pork is really nice slices of like this pork roast, but they give you like just 2 slices or 3 slices. At the grocery store, I'm gonna have to buy a roast. Like I'm not gonna make that. I guess if you were, it would be, what I'm saying is like if you're making it just for solo, it's like tough to buy ingredients like that because you have so much left over. Like, compared to the convenience of just buying it, and especially here, it's so cheap. You could get a really nice ramen for. I know a place right by my house. It's $5, but I know a place that I get delivery where it's like $3.50, and I love it. Very good. There's like little brown, I forget what it's called, earwood. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like this Asian fungus that they put in on top of food or in the soup sometimes. You know, am I going to be going to if I lived in Canada, am I going to be going to like the Chinese market and buying a bag of earwood fungus? Like, because I just want to put 2 of them in my soup. Like, so if you want all that stuff, like it's better to just walk down the street and get one for $3. Like, and like a square of seaweed paper, like. Yeah, I know that's a really weird ingredient, but you know, like laying around the edge, there'll be a little pile of that, and then a little bit of something else, and then that, and then like, oh yeah, like a century egg, you know, like a boiled egg that looks brown, and they cut that in half, and that's laying in there. So now I'm gonna be like making brown eggs at home, like I can't. But I know what you mean. Sometimes you're just craving like a comfort food, like a nice warm broth. And it's fun to like put it together, and then you just, oh yeah. Yeah, bean sprouts and tofu, that'd be good. Yeah, if you're new to watching me, go check out my channel homepage in the playlist. I have videos in all the cities in Cambodia and all the traveling I've done, and apartments and information videos and hotels and going to the island, and like, and they're real videos, not just live streams. I put together real videos too. Sharp Slaw said, are you visiting the teaching headquarters while there? I can't now. I should have done that today, but I'm leaving tomorrow now. I guess I could if I get my acting gear. I leave at 1:30 in the afternoon. So what if I went there at like 8:30 in the morning or 9 in the morning? I could go there between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Come back. I'd be back in my area by 11. I still have 2 hours for the bus, but I don't know. Like I've realized when I got here, it's far from where I've chosen to be right now. It's like the other end of the city. So I would have to get like a taxi. But I don't know, maybe I could do that tomorrow morning. DJ Riverside, if you had a degree, do you think you would have chosen Vietnam over Cambodia? Yes, especially if it was before ever living in either place, and you've never lived in either and you're trying to decide, I would go to Vietnam because you make more money, period. The cost of living is just as cheap, or it can be even cheaper because food and apartments are about the same, but everything else is a little bit cheaper by just a little bit. But you make almost double as a teacher here. So you live way more like a king. And then you're not walking on like dirt roads and through garbage and stuff. Like it's clean streets and more technology, and it's slightly more westernized. But there's no tuk-tuks, which is good or bad, whatever. I like having tuk-tuks. So you have to have your own motorbike, or you call a Grab and you get on the back of that. It's a guy on a motorbike wearing a Grab uniform, and you get on the back with him and you go. I said that earlier. I was going to make a video like that, like get my camera going, and then he comes and I get on the bike and I'm like videoing while he's driving. Like, I was going to do that going to the zoo because it's been so hot here. The sun is so bad. You have to go inside in the middle of the day. So my plan was to wake up early this morning. The zoo opens at 7. I was like, if I'm at the zoo by like 7:30 or 8, and I just go around for an hour and a half and come back, it'll be like 10 a.m. and it won't even be that hot yet. And I wake up early, and I've been feeling like crap this whole trip. I was saying that earlier, and so I woke up early, and it was like, no, I can't. I needed to rest a bit more. So I slept into like 10:30, and then I went around for a walk, and I made a video that was like my first impressions of Vietnam, like versus Cambodia, and I did a whole video about that. And I made a short about how there's a bike share in the park. Then I came back to the room to rest again. And now the zoo is out the window, you know. And then I went to McDonald's and did a live, and then I came back again. Then I went to a rooftop bar, and then I came here and did another live. Joe, I've spent about 10 years in Vietnam, a couple of years in Cambodia. I have to say I prefer Vietnam. Currently working Cambodia while living in Vietnam, so going back and forth between the two. Oh, cool. I'm going to be going back and forth, but just to make videos. And soon, the teaching program I always talk about, they're going to open up in Hanoi later this year. And then I'll start showing you guys Hanoi. And I have friends there. And they're all like guys in bands. I'm a band guy too, so like when I visited them last year in Hanoi, they were bringing me to the shows, and and the people were so welcoming, and I was jamming with them, and they're like, "When are you moving here?" And so that'll be cool to go back and visit Hanoi later this year when they open up AVSE there. I could talk about, hey, you could do it here too. Check out this place. Like, is there much under the table work going on? I don't know about that for teaching, but there's a lot of sex work probably. There must be, like even the lady that my hotel's like a homestay, so it's just like a local lady. She probably owns this extra unit. She rents it out for money or whatever. Even her, imagine if I was staying here a long time and I said, hey, do you or your kid want to learn English, and you can pay me $10 and once a week I'll teach you for half an hour or something, or whatever, the month, $20, whatever. And then you just talk to a local and get some private students. If you're private, then who cares? But I guess you could do that. Or teach online and just live here. And keep doing a visa run when your tourist thing runs out. No. Yeah, the school will hire you, but then when you come here, you can't get a work visa because you need a work permit. And you can't get a work permit unless you have a degree. So it's like a chain reaction. Oh, no, thank you. Like you could probably DJ here, no problem. Who's gonna know that? I have no idea if it's hard to get into the scene. Like maybe everything's already booked and established, but you can't have that attitude. There's always room to squeeze in if you're trying. Like, you did it in Phnom Penh. So. Yeah, I might just, when this live ends, I might just go in and turn monetization off before I'm gonna get like 30 notifications later. You could keep coming to visit for like, well, I guess you can't because if you have a job, but. Like keep coming for visits for like as long as you can, like a whole week or something, and then all of a sudden you have 2 gigs that week or something, and then you keep coming back, and then you're just watching. I'm having a fried rice and inside of a pineapple. I'm in Ho Chi Minh. I just noticed the amount of people went up to 17, so there's a bunch of new people now. Welcome. Check out my channel. I have lots of videos. I originally live in Cambodia, and I have 2 years worth of videos about Cambodia, and now I'm visiting Ho Chi Minh. If you're interested in moving abroad or teaching abroad, and you don't know how to get started, there's a link to the course that I took, and they line you up with job placements in Ho Chi Minh or Phnom Penh in the country course. It's really worth checking out the website. If you go for it, just mention Tom Trips Out. Helps me out. If you're already certified, they also have a separate internship program just to help you get a job in either place. Yeah, Joe, that's a good point. Joe says you can do some decent and pretty cheap degrees online these days through distance learning, like doing it online. I know people who have done that while in Asia, and then they find work in Vietnam once they've got their degree. Yeah, people gave me that advice too. You could like chip away at some online courses, and time goes on like it does, and time flies. All of a sudden it's 2 years later or 3, whatever amount of time, and then you're like, oh damn, I got it. Then you come here and make double. Baghead, is Secreted any good? I thought it was more for the Chinese, never been there. Oh, it's Secrets, probably? Ask DJ Riverside's in this chat, he's the DJ there. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights from 10 till 2 a.m. Or probably like 8 till 2 a.m. Who knows? I haven't gone there, but it looks like a club with like lots of flashing lights and stuff, and then there's like dancer girls dancing around, and I've seen lots of videos. Just my nature of being like introverted and anxiety, I can't be in a place like that, like pumping music, and they just keep approaching you and they're trying to get money from you and like do favors for you and all that. I'm just like, it's like a nightmare for me. I can't imagine going in there. And then when you keep saying no to them, it's like you look at them and say no. It's like they think you've decided to say no based on what you're looking at. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then they're insulted. And it's like, no, it's not anything to do with you. I'm like saying no, period. Beckett says, I've been to most of the bars around Secrets. So Riverside says, nah, we have a mixed crowd. It's a nice venue. The rice went down my airway there. So Secrets is similar layout to the other bars, but just way bigger. Riverside says, no, the girls there are chill. They give you attention if you ask for it. Yeah, like I was speaking about that without ever having been there, but I mean, that's my nightmare in my mind. So. And, you know, they think they'd be being nice by doing that, and they don't. Like, the nicest thing they can do is just leave me the hell alone. Like, I just think too, I'll be like, you get close with one of the girls, and you're dancing or they're touching you, and then I turn around and my wallet's gone or something. Like, I just think of like that kind of stuff. I'm sure it'd be fun if I went, especially if I went with a bunch of friends, then it'd be better. I don't know. I really like sincerity and being around like just people straight up and people that are real. And that whole thing is so fake that they're pretending to be nice so that, or they're nice people, but I mean they're giving you attention if you buy them a drink. And like, you know, I feel bad making them hang out with me if I have to buy them a drink to sit with me. That's like. Yeah, Baghead says they won't rob you unless you're totally wasted, passed out, but I know, I bet you I'll try it one day and be like, oh my god, what was I thinking? Like, this is so fun. I think it'd be good if I went in with a buzz, like a 3-beer buzz already, and I had at least 2 other friends. I'd probably have an amazing time, I bet. But I picture showing up alone and like hanging out, maybe to check out DJ Riverside one time. He's been telling me what nights he DJs, so I could go check it out. I come in there and stand alone, and I'm like a prime target for them to talk to me because I'm just standing there. You have girlfriend? You have girlfriend? I've had it in the bar Oscars. They're all over me, like, handsome man, so tall. I'm not even that tall. I'm like 6 feet or 6'1". Like sort of at the beginning of being tall. Like, Riverside says the owner is English. He wouldn't allow for that environment. Yeah. So it's all just false, you know, things I'm imagining. But like, that's why I don't go there. When I was young, when I had my band back in the day when I was in my 20s, we would go to strip clubs often. There was one down the street from our jam space, so we would like have band practice and then go to the strip club. But it was kind of funny. It wasn't even sexual. It was kind of in a bad part of this town called Brampton, and the girls weren't even that. They're not even that attractive. They're like slightly older than like the young ones. Like they're kind of the older ones, and you're not even really paying attention to them, kind of. You're just drinking with each other and like. Remember that place. Baghead, I'll be in PP again in April if you're up for it. Yeah, we'll see. I know I say I'm antisocial, but then I'll go on stage and control a whole room. Like I love performing, so it's like that. There's a thing for that where you're introverted / extroverted, but I like love the idea of going on stage in front of as many people as possible. Like, I have a big confidence with like music on stage, but if I have to go and introduce myself to new friends or something, I really can't do it. But then there's times where I've just been like, fuck it, just go, and I'll go start talking, and then I'm like the coolest one there. Like when I actually try, I'm fine. Or people ask me about what do you do, and then I mention a few things, and people are like, wow, that's interesting life you're trying to do there. We got a stage, you can perform there if you like. I should stand in the DJ booth with my bass and just play with yours. Plug me into the mainframe. I was thinking about doing that because I've seen Initial G comes there and raps sometimes. Oh no, that's at the other bar at Vito. I know there's probably no more room for anyone else to stand in there, but imagine if it was like big enough to have one more person in there, and then I'm in there with you playing bass while you guys are doing the hip hop. Like, that'd be crazy. Or like put me up there and put Initial G like out walking around, like out in the crowd doing it. Yeah, he was running an open mic where I basically got started with finding bands and all that stuff at Cloud Bar, and then I was going to be in a band with him. I used to talk about starting a hip hop rock band with the thing I was doing. That was with him and Nico. It'd be better once I buy a bass amp probably, because where are you going to plug me in? I guess where the microphones are. But I have a DI box I bought. It helps make the instrument level go into this box, and then it comes out as a mic cable. So you can put it right in the board. Helps a little bit sometimes. Gives you like a balanced, more clean signal, and the XLR has a ground on it. I tried it at a couple shows, and if the electricity in the wall you're plugging into is sketchy, then you're sketched from the start. Like, there's a couple times where it was shaky and not working, and it's because you can just imagine the wires where they're going, like in the building. It's not a steady, perfect current. I don't think sometimes in some places. I bet you in a place like a club they have good electricity because they have to for the assist sound system. You get one of these like corner bars or little cafes, and they Mickey Mouse their electricity, and then yeah, my phone's starting to get low, and it's almost been an hour, and I'm done eating. Check this out. I should take this home with me. Really hit the spot. Do you guys, how does it work? Do you just go non-stop, or do you do like an hour and take a break and then come back again? At least for the rapping part? Like for the time that Initial G is spitting into the mic, is it just constant for like 2-3 hours, or does he do like 40 minutes stop and you DJ for a while and then he comes up more again? Like, because if he does sets like that, like shorter sets, I could do one of those sets, like, you know what I mean? Because maybe you don't want me stomping over the whole thing, but it'd be cool for like a pop in for like 8 songs and then whatever, you know? Then I hide my bass behind in the booth and go. Then I'm just out in the crowd, right? And people saw me play, and then I'll be Mr. Cool Guy in the crowd. I'll like crowd surf out from the sound DJ booth. But yeah, I'm running out of stuff to say and time to pack her in, I think. So if you have any other questions, you can always leave a comment below or find me on Instagram, slip into my DMs. I'm on TikTok too. Check out my videos on my playlist and stuff. I have real videos, like not aside from these lives. And if you want to help me, you can just go click like on a bunch of videos. It helps the algorithm. Maybe I can catch a wave. Whoop. I had a low battery message there. And until next time, remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out.